So we've just looked at how to match fretted notes to open strings in order to match those pitches and get your guitar in tune. Now let's talk about some tricks for actually matching the pitches. If I take this E string on the first string and loosen it so it's out of tune, what we're wanting to do is listen for waves between the notes. That's how we hear if something's in tune or not. So when I play these two out of tune notes, they're fairly close together but just out of tune. You can hear that weir, 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 weir. There's waves that happen in there that tell us that it's out of tune. As I get closer and closer to being in pitch, that wave is going to become shallower. And what I want to do is get rid of it altogether, and that's going to show me that I'm in tune. So you can hear it starting to get shallower as we go. It's almost gone, which means I'm getting close, so I'm going to start turning the tuner a little less each time, the tuning peg. Almost there. It's almost gone. Just a little bit further. And once I get to the point where there's no dissonance whatsoever and I can't detect any wave at all, I'm in tune. And so that's the most accurate way to match two pitches together. And if you overshoot and you end up tightening the string too much and you go sharp, just loosen it back a little bit and keep going until you match it. So it's not the end of the world if you overshoot just a little bit. Just turn it back just slightly and keep going till those waves are gone. So what we could do is treat the 6th string as the standard and fret that on the 5th fret, match those two pitches, then match the next ones, match the next ones, then 3 and 2, and then finally 2 and 1. That would be a way to use that 5th fret and the 4th on the 3rd string to match all your pitches and get the guitar in tune. Well, there's one other trick that you can use on the lower strings. Sometimes when you have these notes that are kind of in the basement, it's a little harder to hear those pitches. So one trick for tuning your guitar a little faster is to use harmonics. If I hit the 6th string on the 5th fret and then the 5th string on the 7th fret, that produces the same note, and that makes it a little easier to tune those strings. So you can match those pitches and then go up to the 3rd string, and then at that point the notes are high enough where you can then just fret the remaining notes to do it. Now that's also a way, if your 6th string is out of tune, that you can tune it to match the 5th string. And there we can hear that those two harmonics match. So that's how to tune your guitar without a tuner.
G chord, C chord, A minor, and D chord make up the song. I can leave my 1st and 2nd finger in place. My ring finger slides into the 2nd fret of the 3rd string.